And it is crunch time, like real deal crunch time. Amps are completely done, guys. Man, they're 1000%. You guys seen in yesterday's video, I gave you a little quick teaser on what the LED lights were actually gonna look like in the truck. Yesterday at night, I actually went ahead and I mounted a LED strip along the bottom. But that 3M tape, guys, on that LED strips, man, they're not that good. I mean, they'll probably stick in there for like a little bit. But I actually went ahead and did a bead of silicone across it, and now that light's in there forever. I actually drilled a small hole to run my wire through, and this is the wire right here, and that's why that speaker's out, because I wanted to test it out last night. And man, that thing glows nice, guys. With that red glowing down, it makes it look like it's a orange fire type of you know, illumination. But you know, when you're at night, it looks like a nice red in person. Like, I know on the video it'll probably look orange, but man, at night, guys, it glows red, but like nice, and just how I like it. I didn't want to actually do the multicolor stuff because it is red, and I feel like multicolor and those chasing lights, it doesn't fit my truck, and I'm not a big fan of that stuff. So I just wanted nice solid colors, and obviously I feel like the blue matches perfect with the red, which is like badass. It gives it that Mercedes S-Class vibe back here, because if you guys ever seen the interiors of Mercedes S-Classes, man, they have like ambient lighting, and a lot of those Mercedes S-Classes sometimes have like red interior or have like a different type of color, and they like contrast with like colors that shouldn't match, but at the end of the day, man, they match perfect, and that's the look that I wanted to go for. So the blue ambient lights with that red strip right there, man, matched the truck perfect. I was actually supposed to test and tune today, guys, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself, just because right before we start testing and tuning, we really need to make sure that, you know, all the power wires and everything's nice and tight, and you know, everything looks good. I may actually take off the power leads and just like brush them so it's like solid metal on metal. I need to make sure that my big 3 is still nice and tight under there, which I think it is, guys. Man, that stuff's on there forever. In previous videos, we have the batteries and the fuse holders and everything under here, and I will be checking all that, guys, just because, man, I've gone to events, and just because I have a loose fuse or something's not tight, it really, you know, got me good, and I wasn't able to play my truck at one event that I know that for a fact. Because so right here in this area, the power wire comes from underneath the truck in, and it goes to a fuse right before it gets to the batteries, and that fuse was actually loose, so it wasn't allowing the truck to actually play no music, because it just kept cutting off because it was low voltage. And we are going to be so far from the crib where we can't just get tools, so we're just going to go ahead and make sure everything's nice and tight, man. We're going to make sure everything's good, guys, because this is a very serious weekend. We're putting a lot into the truck at the moment to make sure everything is 1000%, and the last thing that I want is something to go south and not allow me to get down. Then, you know, my whole trip is going to be ruined. I got the PRV speaker in last night. I didn't get, you know, nothing too crazy. I just got something that just pretty much matches up with the Deltas, so I think it's actually an alto series or something like that. It's nothing too crazy. So I'll actually be putting that in later on in the video, but I'm just going to keep the speaker out because I do need to track wires for the ambient lights, and I need to get in there and unscrew that because I need to pass its plugs and everything in it to connect it really good. The other part too, man, the rain's going to play a small factor in today's video because it is supposed to rain. Look, it's already getting dark, so I just need to get as much of the work done as possible. have easy access to everything here, guys. So I don't think I'm going to take everything out. And the other thing too, so I have this slot right here that's probably 3/4 to play with, and it's over there at the same thing too. So I think what I actually can do is I can put like I can fish the wires for the actual ambient lights on this side, get them to here, and then fish them that way, and I think I should be good. I don't have to sit here and take this whole panel out. The only thing that could actually get me, you know, messed up if it's not enough length versus, you know, like if they need to get attached together. Yeah, so I think I have enough length. So what I actually need to do is my controller for the ambient lights, guys, I think I'm just gonna put it back here because I'll probably end up just having the lights on whenever this comes on. So without drilling any holes or anything, I can just do a nice little loop over it and put the controller right here. So then once it's open, I can just hit the power button and the ambient lights will come on with the LED strip. So I need to just fish the wires that go connected to the ambient lights over there just to make sure that they have enough length, and just do all the power and everything right here. So I think that's what I actually do first before I get started on it, because putting the ambient lights, it's not too much of a big deal, just because it's these things right here. Look. These things right here, it just has the little flat area where it just goes into the joints. You see what I'm saying? And that's actually pretty good. But in order for those guys to actually like really work and illuminate, guys, you really need to make sure that they're in all the way in. You don't want to have any gaps. They need to be like on there really good, because last night when I was putting them on, this one was sitting them there pretty good, and then the other one I just put it however, but I seen where it wasn't pushed all the way in, it was letting light glow out. So to keep all the glow in, man, it has to be all the way in for them to work how they're supposed to work. So what I'm actually do right now, guys, is I'm gonna actually put the controller over there and fish the wires over here so they're already here, and then I can just go ahead and just do this side up and then connect them together, and then do that side, connect them together, and then put power and ground, and I think the lights should be good. Okay, so I have this wire right here, guys, that I'm just gonna pretty much fish over to the other side, and so we can pass those wires on over here just to make sure that we have enough slack. Really breaking my head, guys, because I didn't know how I was actually connect power and ground to them, just because it is USB and it didn't come with anything external to connect to, like a 12-volt source. But I had ordered this control panel a long time ago for my Trailblazer, and this is actually a USB, but it has 12-volt inputs. So basically this was actually the solution to go ahead and being able to put this in the back. So what I'll do is I'll actually make a mount for this underneath all this stuff, so it can get mounted down. Then I just have to put power and ground to it, and then, you know, then these lights can actually go connected right here. And I may do like a zip tie or do something just to secure it, just because, you know, the base is banging back here, and, you know, I don't want this to rattle apart and not have the lights working at any point. So we do have to figure out something so we can go ahead and make sure that this never falls apart. But this was actually the solution for the problem, because the wires were not fully length for me to reach it to the front, and the USB port that I had for the center console, the wires still would have been cutting it short. So, you know, this was the solution to this, and we found it, man. Thank God I still had it, and we're gonna make it work. But man, these clouds are coming in quick. So anyways, so I didn't want to cut it, so I actually just started off right there, and it loops around in there, and it just fell into place over here, guys. So I think that should actually look pretty dope. But now the corners over here is what got me a little bit concerned, just because it's a nice tight fit. so I think I'm gonna actually have to go ahead and just take this speaker out and then do the ambient lighting, and then being able to stuff the plug on that side. We actually got rained out for a little bit, man. That sucks, but what can you do? That's Mother Nature. So it just keeps getting worse and worse, guys. Look at this. And it's gonna be like this for the rest of the day, guys. So I think we're pretty much done working on the truck for today.
The next day.
Okay, so this is the next day, guys. Man, look, I even got a sweater on. It doesn't look any better, and it says it's supposed to rain a little bit at 10, then at 11. Through 1 o'clock it's supposed to be clear but just real windy, and then at 2 o'clock it's supposed to start raining again, and it is 9:04. Uploading a video right now too, guys, and I'm pretty much just gonna take advantage of the time that I got with no rain. And I think if I work like a good solid 30 minutes to 40 minutes, I can have the ambient lights in, just because they're so easy to install. The only thing that sucks is I do have to take the corner speakers out. Well, that one's out already, just to be able to tuck the wire in the corner. Then if I can manage to get the lights done, then I can actually go ahead and just make sure all these connections with the batteries are nice and tight. It's pretty simple for me, you know. It's just a matter of just 30 minutes of just doing some good solid work before the rain comes. Then we can go ahead and say that everything is installed and done. Alright guys, so it's actually probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock right now, and it has been raining all day long. But man, I got the lights done and everything's back together, just minus the one speaker that I need to put in. But man, that's nothing. So the lights are done, guys. I'm about to show you right now. And that's how we're gonna end today's video, guys. Man, it was just so much rain these past few days. But the lights are done, the mids and highs are done, amps are done, everything's done. All we gotta do is just tune the truck, which we will do tomorrow, guys. We're gonna spend like a good amount of time tuning it. But man, let's check out these lights. Man, definitely stay tuned, guys, man, because we're this close to almost being in Orlando, man. I cannot wait, man. These videos are about to be fire, guys. Man, like all the videos this weekend, watch the videos. They're gonna be dope. A bunch of dope videos from Friday night till probably till next Wednesday, man. There's so much content that we're gonna do, guys, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. But for now, man, check these lights out, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.